What's up, sitters? This is Tyler Roth, along with Joey Edge
Sitters, what's good?
and Chris Martinez.
What's happening, man?
And we have a guest,
We do.
JT Clark.
What's up, sitters?
And we are Front Porch Sitting.
Well, JT Clark action. He kind of surprised us a little bit. We actually had the doors open over there on the back porch, on the front porch, whatever this is. And
Front porch.
It's the front porch. And he walked through, and it was a little bit scary. I'll be honest. I saw the headlights, and I was like, man, it's weird. And then I saw skinny JT walk through.
I didn't see the headlights because my back's to the door.
Yeah.
And I did hear the footsteps, and I was like, "Hey, start reaching for my waistband. What's going on?" That's where people put their guns.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Are you just gonna to start running? You're gonna hold on to them, or are we packing? What are we
No,
doing?
we're gonna make sure you are who you are.
Gotcha.
And then we're gonna allow you to enter.
Well, I'm glad to be here, even though I'm not on camera, but I am here.
Sitters are glad you're
And
not
I
on
am-
camera, too.
I assure you, I am not skinny.
It's okay. It's okay. Chad Hunter, what's up? AJ Brinson, hello, and Clayton Steinruck, fellas.
The boys. I'm happy to be here, man. Big week.
Big week.
It was a big week for Florida last week, right?
It was a big week. I can't wait to talk about it. It's going to be a great time.
We
Off
must.
this week. Glad to have that.
Can't lose on a bye week.
Can't lose on a bye week. CHS is off. Not sure what I'm going to do with my Friday night. So it's going to be fun. Can't wait.
Florida actually won on their bye week because Brock Bowers is out. What, 4-6?
4-6 with the
So
tightrope surgery.
that's a win for you.
huge win.
Big win.
That is true. What's new, man? Joey, what's new with you? Then we'll get to you, JT, I'm sure. Tyson Ellis in the chat? Let's go. It's a party
man.
tonight.
It's good
It's a party.
time. Good time for Tyson Ellis to be here.
Yep, Tyson, need you to text me back, buddy. We got
also-
business to be done.
Hey, we also need them to tell a friend. Like,
Yeah.
hop in the live chat. It's going to be fun for Florida State. It's going to be a good time.
NFL.
Like, subscribe.
It's a great day to be a Lion.
Yeah.
All
make,
kinds of stuff.
make sure you like, subscribe, push the bell so you're notified when we do this whole live thing.
That's
You don't-
right.
You don't want to miss it.
Waylon's in the chat. A lot of people in the chat right now.
Let's go. I'm
Don't
here
wanna
for
miss
it.
Hey,
It's
get
a
well
good
soon.
one.
Get well soon, Waylon. He's been a little under the weather lately. Don't
It's
like
going
that.
around, man.
It is going around. Not a fan of it.
Good
But
Lord, it's going around.
Clayton Steinruck said Max Scherzer over 1.5 earned runs was allegedly free. Allegedly it was. So that's good. We like free.
Yep.
Anyways, you asked me how I was, I think, maybe a long time ago.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, doing well, man. Doing well.
Yeah.
Feeling great. It's a beautiful night.
It is.
Had a good day at baseball today. Might as well go ahead and get into shout-outs. My shout-outs to the CHS baseball pitching staff.
Okay.
Freaking working right now.
Did they watch?
I don't know. Probably not.
All right, cool, guys. Excellent work. I love it.
Way to promote the show.
We're gonna shout out people that work though, so that we're gonna shout them out right now.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
But yeah, other than that, everything's good.
Awesome. I guess I'll just go ahead and jump into my shout out. Give you a minute to get yours, JT.
Yeah, we do shout outs now. I know you haven't watched in a while. Shout out JT for not watching.
Hey, I'm here because I knew I got shouted out. I had to come redeem myself. Okay.
Fair enough. So my dad picks my daughter up. They just got back from France. Let me backtrack a little bit. So Kelsey texted me first thing this morning. She has a faculty meeting. Oh, she's teacher of the year. There's my first shout out. Boom.
Let's
Teacher of the
go.
year at Pine Mount. She's awesome.
She is.
But she had a faculty meeting, and she had to speak at said faculty meeting. It was going to run a little bit long. My kid hates aftercare. She doesn't like aftercare. They're loud and rambunctious, and she's just not with it yet.
Right.
So when Kelsey gets dropped off, when they drop her off there at the school, she clings to Kelsey. It's a horrible thing. Nightmare is the text message I got this morning. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can't take off work. I have CPR training today, so I'll text my dad. My dad, he loves me. They just got back, so still a little bit time lag, a little what's it called, jet lag. And wasn't feeling 100% travel and stuff. I was like, hey Dad, how you feeling? Can you get Mia? He's like, absolutely. So he comes clutch, gets Mia, keeps her today. No nightmare situation for Kelsey. So shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops.
Taking care of little Mia. Takes her to Publix and gives her animal crackers.
Let's go.
Smart man.
Can't go wrong.
Not his first rodeo. He knows
Animal
what he's doing.
crackers are good.
Dude, they come in a little bag, a little box, spawn them.
Animal crackers are
A
goldfish.
little circus, yeah.
Yeah.
Animal crackers are goldfish right now.
Oh man.
Animal crackers.
100%.
Yeah, easy.
Stop.
Oh my God,
Goldfish are
not
so
even-
good.
Did you have to think about that?
I did.
Dude,
y'all are
goldfish
goldfish?
good. I'm a goldfish guy.
I don't mind goldfish, but between animal crackers and goldfish,
What are you-
100% animal crackers.
Yeah, it's not even
Absolutely.
close.
Yeah.
Oh, another Joey hot take. Goldfish. What kind of guy
guy.
picks goldfish over animal crackers?
Goldfish are good. The whole grain goldfish. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
They're so good.
God.
Try them. You'll like 'em.
Whole grain goldfish?
Whole grain goldfish.
What's your problem?
Dude, you shop at Trader Joe's too much, man. Get real. Cut it out.
Hey, name of the show, You Shop at Trader Joe's.
I love it. I love
Your
it.
shout out.
Shout
Talk
out
to
definitely.
me. See, talk to me, Clayton.
I don't know if my wife is on the live yet. She said she was watching, but shout out to her for letting me be gone for, in her words, quote unquote, see you in a week. It's not a week. It's like 4 days. But shout out to her. And then shout
That's
out
most
to
people's work week, so
I
that's a
know.
week.
It's a week. But shout out to all the Lake City people that I have missed
Yeah.
big time. So shout out to everyone, man. Missed the front porch. Glad to be here tonight.
Happy to have you, man.
Yeah,
Happy to have
absolutely.
you.
Glad you're here. Just, dude, it's so mixed. I did not realize this was going to be such a hot topic tonight. Goldfish versus.
It shouldn't have been.
Animal
It
crackers.
shouldn't
No,
have been.
it's not.
Okay, well,
Mind-blowing.
Steinrock's on my side with a flavor blasted goldfish. Kelsey's on. Oh,
Until
yeah.
you said whole grain.
Okay, well they're good. Just so you know, Kelsey's on the goldfish train. Chad Hunter just lost all trust in me. So,
I'm surprised he
I
still
can't
had
believe
it.
he had it.
Yeah. My God.
well, he lacks in shut up, Jesse. Whole grain. I swear. Try.
I'm gonna buy some
Jesse, I'm bringing them to
literally
work.
tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
So,
they're not even a sponsor, but now everyone's going to have to go buy
Yeah.
these garbage things.
Somebody like
Goldfish and
tag 'em,
four
see if
from
we
Zach
can-
Maxwell.
I feel like it should be a sponsor. for
They
all
should
the
be a
talk.
sponsor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Anyways. All right. Now that we can move on from that, JW Weaponry.
I was just about to
Yes.
say, we
Yeah.
haven't done JW Weaponry yet.
No, because they definitely eat animal crackers and goldfish.
If you've got goldfish out at your house, take it to the range and just shoot it.
If you can
better way
shoot
to-
it,
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
That is true. That is very
Do you
impressive.
hit a singular goldfish?
No, it's like a whole bag. You know, like the junky little bag that you get?
Yeah, terrible.
No,
It's like
because
tinfoil on the
I don't
inside.
know because I don't really.
No,
buy
you
them,
don't.
But
Joey, what about JW Weaponry?
It's the premier gun store of the South, and they are always loaded. It's hunting season. Like, let's go. It's time.
Yep.
Make sure you get in there, see those guys. Whatever you need, guaranteed they're gonna get it done for you. It's gonna be the best prices, guaranteed.
Yep.
Yeah. So go see them or call them 386-243-8587 is the number to JW Weaponry, the premier gun store of the South.
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos going on in the world right now, too.
Lot
so
of chaos.
probably want to go ahead and make sure you and your family have what you need.
That is absolutely correct.
Hey, Joey,
Yes, sir.
one of us
Yes.
went 3-0 in pickup last week. Sitters, put in the chat who you think went 3-0. I wonder who it could be. I wonder. Any ideas?
It wasn't me. I know that.
I don't think it was Chris. Joey, was it you?
Well, if we're answering already, then we're not gonna have time for the chat.
it's usually the guy
it's
that's
fine.
asking.
That's right. It's the guy that's asking. Joey,
Yeah,
what happened last week?
you're still a game back.
I know.
From you.
Yeah,
I know.
from the idiot. You're a game back from the idiot. How does that make you feel?
Like an idiot.
Yeah, good.
How do we do?
I went 2-1 last week.
Mm-hmm.
We had 4 games. There was one wash. Washington and Oregon pushed across the board. So I went 2-1. Chris, you went 1-2.
I did.
And our guy Rolfie, the producer, the excellent producer, went 3-0.
What did I miss? Which
I
one
was
did
lucky.
I miss?
You missed South Carolina
Oh, yeah.
and Syracuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm cool
That-
with
yeah, I
one.
was
I'm
gonna say,
cool with
that's-
one of them.
That's just one of those is a business decision.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Right.
We'll
And
do it
then we
again
all
this
we
week.
all got Notre Dame, which yes.
Yeah, I love that. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yes. Yes.
Dan Lanning cost me the Oregon
Y-E-S.
game, too.
Yes. Same season.
He's
Yes.
Actually, that's a lie. I picked Washington.
Absolutely, Mario Cristobal that game.
How on earth do you not punt the ball from your own 48?
No clue.
Nobody knows. He was been watching Brandon Staley too
And
much.
people are like defending it. They're like, I get it. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
You're a defensive guy.
Have you seen the Chargers? I'm telling you, it's a West Coast thing. I don't know what they do out there, but it ain't good football.
I literally lost almost my full mind while watching that play out. I looked at Kelsey and she thought I was an idiot because I was like, what is? I was like, they're not going for it. They're trying to draw them off right here. They run a play. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing?
They thought that's what Washington would think too. They're not really gonna run a play.
Oh my God, are you serious right now?
They was wrong. All right. That brings our totals to I'm 13-5. Tyler is 12-6. Chris is 10-8. JT is 0-0. He's got a fresh start on the year.
Love it. I like it.
Undefeated.
How are
That's
we?
probably going to be
get
the
on my
best
level?
record he has all year.
So
for
what's
Jim.
what's
my
mine
level.
right now?
You are at 10-8 right now.
Dude, that's like super respectable.
Joey's
Yeah, we're still
13
making
and
money.
5.
Yeah, that's super respectable.
13-5 is really good.
Let's go.
I know.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll keep not listening so you can keep on your streak, man. Because
Well,
that's
it's over
when
now.
I used to listen, you were Terrible.
It's so funny because in the NFL,
about
I've
to
always been
start now.
really good, and then college, it's always been like, I play around too much.
Opposite this year.
Opposite this year. I can't guess NFL games for anything. Like it's just like a complete
can't
guess
either,
for me.
actually.
It's a complete guess for me
terrible.
right now.
What games do we pick this week?
This week we have Penn State at
Making-
Ohio State.
I'm making a comeback.
Ohio State is -4.5. Tennessee at Alabama. Alabama -8.5. Utah at University of Southern California. USC is -7. And Duke is at Florida State, where they are 14.5-point favorites over the Dukies.
It's a bad number.
Big number.
It's a bad number.
Big number.
It can't be a bad number. Vegas doesn't miss.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the first one. Ohio State, Penn State. It is at the Horseshoe. Is that correct?
It is at the Horseshoe.
Penn State is getting 4.5.
They are.
You're still leading, so you get to go first.
All right, that's fun. I'm going to take Ohio State. I just don't think Penn State has enough offense. I don't think they can stretch the ball down the field enough to get it done versus Ohio State. Give me Ohio State by 2 touchdowns.
2?
1-2.
Cool. Rolf, you're also still ahead.
Man, I don't have an inkling one way or the other in this one. I'm gonna go with Penn State in a close one. Penn State in a close one.
Are they winning?
No, they lose by a field goal.
They lose by a field
They'll cover.
Yeah, they cover.
Hey, can you send me the link real quick? I'm sending to my dad. He said he can't find it. 2 weeks off and can't find the link. Also, subscribe. All right, Ohio State, Penn State. I'm gonna go Penn State. Penn State has the #1 defense in the country right now.
This side's strong.
Yep.
JT? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh,
go
I
ahead.
have a little bit of reasoning.
I like it. I'm here for the
I
reason.
think Ohio State's offensive line struggles. They had to take 2 offensive tackles out of the portal. Penn State's defense, like the number on this is like 41, 44, something like that. It's really low.
Yeah.
Which
Is it
implies that doesn't play into Ohio State's explosive offense. So I think Drew Allard hasn't played in a big game yet. So I do think that matters a little bit, but they can run the football. They don't hit explosive runs, but they do run the ball at a pretty good rate as far as staying ahead of the chains. So don't fall behind the chain. Play good defense. They have the #1 havoc rate, #1 yards per play. Manny Diaz is doing a good job at Penn State right now. He's a decent defensive coordinator. Awful head coach.
I agree with all
I think Ohio State's issues on the offensive line, like I said, having to take 2 tackles out of the portal and they missed on the best 3 out of the portal is not great. Might get exposed a little bit here in a big game.
Yeah.
What time's the game?
The game is at.
Noon, I believe.
Is it one of the noon Big Ten games?
I feel better about Penn
I
State
think it's the
than
big
It
noon
is.
kickoff.
Yep. Yeah. Noon.
See, I'm the
noon on
opposite.
Fox.
Ohio State plays way better in the early games. I am anti James Franklin.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why.
You have been for a while.
The defense is
Both of
definitely
you have
solid, but I'm going Buckeyes. It's more of a anti James Franklin than anything else, and just don't see him getting it done in the big game.
I agree with that. I think just to go to Chris's point, I think a lot of Penn State's success and numbers are a little skewed because their last 5 games are UMass, Northwestern, Iowa, Illinois, and Delaware. All right.
Yep.
Dude, that's
So
those are some
the-
quality
Ohio
opponents.
State's
Yeah, so
last
those-
teams are like
Yeah, Ohio State's not playing
Columbus,
terrific
high
opponents
school,
either.
and
Also, those stats to make you feel better are opponent adjusted.
Okay.
So
That's pretty good.
yeah, because I knew that was coming.
I like it.
They haven't been tested like they're about to be tested. I also don't know if Emeka Ibuka is playing this week. They are playing Harrison, so that does matter. But they got talented freshmen that could step up. Can they protect long enough to step up? We'll see.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun game. I'm excited about
I
that
actually
one.
am excited about that.
I'm
game.
like fired up about that one at noon.
yeah.
It'd be fun to watch.
Big noon on Fox.
I will be on the road. Damn it. All right.
Next game,
Yeah,
Tennessee.
Drive us, Rolf.
Yeah, Tennessee at Alabama. Alabama's -8.5 at home. Let's go, Tyler.
Yeah, like that.
It's not a good start.
This is a tough game. I really don't like Alabama this year, but Tennessee is not great. So I'm going to go with Tennessee. 8.5.
You're going Tennessee.
Going Tennessee.
All right, Tennessee it is.
Let me go next.
Yeah, you go next.
So, I think that Saban wants to absolutely destroy Tennessee for what happened last year.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, their offense is atrocious.
It's not good.
It got a little better the last couple weeks.
I agree.
because it couldn't have got worse. So I'm going with Tennessee, but I could be way off, and Bama could win by 21 if they find an offense. But give me Tennessee to lose, but Bama they're going to cover.
Side note, just real quick. You all laughed at me because of the way I did my pick. I've been doing this all season. I pretty much just pick against what I actually think is going to happen. It's like my MO.
Fading yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a great move.
It's working pretty good.
Love fading yourself. That's a good strategy.
It really is.
I don't hate it.
Before I make my pick, Dad, yes, you're on the right one. This is the right one. He asked me, am I on the right one? He texted me. You're right. Yes, we're good. We're live. Because one time he was watching the old show. All right. So I'm so mad at Alabama. Like, I'm so mad at them. I had them allegedly at maybe like -9.5 last week.
Yeah.
And they only covered, or they did not cover.
Yeah.
They won by 3 against Arkansas. So their ability to cover is really, really bothering me here.
It's been that way for a long time, too. Even when they were good. They didn't cover a lot.
Yeah, I think Jaden Milroe, the one thing he does well is throw the deep ball. And I think Tennessee is still going to play their boy, Mr. Milton. And so, but 8.5 is it's a 2-score game, and I don't know that we get that. I can't get you to tell me which way you're going.
He's going to he's going to Alabama. I'll bet every dollar
I'm gonna make him go. He's a big enough lead, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go Bama here, but super reluctant. I would never play this. I will not. I would leave this all the way alone.
You said it a minute ago for me. Until Joe Milton is no longer the quarterback, I will never. I don't care who they're playing. I'm not. Well, that's not true. He's good against bad teams. Anybody that has a pulse, he's got no prayer against. He's so bad. Give me Bama by a lot.
Bama's defense this year has been, and their offense has been atrocious. That's easy to see, but I mean, Chris, you're a defensive coordinator. You've seen you used to watch Alabama and be like, all right, that's my tape. I'm going to show this.
Yes, sir.
This is what it needs to look like. They're out of position this year.
Yes, sir.
They're so many. Their gap protection or their gap assignments, they're just off. They're not filling. They're not fitting right.
Nope.
They're a different team. Probably because their best coach is over in Athens. Poke the bear. Yes, I did.
I don't know that I can disagree with that. You watch Georgia play?
Yeah.
I don't know though. I say Georgia used to be the teach tape, but they're not right now.
They're struggling
either.
too. Yeah, agreed.
I don't know. I think it's Bama, but I don't feel super good about it.
No, I don't love it because, like you said, also Bama's not.
And
Maxwell
Alabama's
said it in the chat. There is not a team in football that defines the word mid more than Alabama. I mean, there's probably a couple, but Alabama. I don't think Alabama's great for the same reasons that you guys have already said. But
and you know what's crazy, and then we'll get to the next game because this is a Florida podcast, but this is a college football sports podcast. Like, y'all are here for that. But Alabama's offensive line is so bad.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
They have superstar freak J.C. Latham.
Georgia happened.
I don't know, man.
NIL happened.
They can only play five.
NIL happened.
They got plenty of bread in there.
They don't know what they're doing, I don't think.
They're not organized, maybe.
I don't know.
Dude, there's only 5 linemen that can play. So, if Georgia has 10, because they're too deep is crazy dumb.
Yeah.
Where are the rest of them? Alabama normally has the other 5. I don't know, man. It's
I agree
it's
with
a
you.
mystery to me with Alabama's offensive line being the way they are.
Same.
All right, next game, Tyler.
Utah at Southern California. Southern California is giving 7 points. Chris, you got to go first.
I do at some point. Yep. What's Utah's quarterback's name that doesn't play?
Cam Rising.
Cam Rising.
Is he playing this week? He's not playing this year, is he?
It seems like no. It amazes me that he practiced going up to week 1, and they're like, we're not. He's not playing. And then you haven't heard anything about it since.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's playing this year. I don't believe. At least it doesn't seem like it.
Could medical redshirt be possible?
Yeah, so we're reading some headlines. Medical redshirt potentially. I don't believe he plays.
He's 38.
I don't know that it matters. I don't know that it matters. I'm just not a believer in SC, at all, especially off of a loss. I don't know. Utah's gritty. I don't like this game either. The number's right.
I agree.
Yeah,
they didn't beat Colorado by 7. It was a wash. Colorado. No offense, Clayton. Colorado. Utah. Give me Utah with the points. I hate it. I hate it.
Utah. I think SC wins, but it's gonna be Well, they beat Colorado by 3.
7, I think.
Was it 7?
Fluky 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think it was 7.
Colorado had the ball right late. Maybe?
Utah.
No?
You said it a minute ago. Utah is gritty. They are.
They're going to shorten the game. Like they're going to shorten the game.
Clayton said
Right?
future Bronco Caleb
The
Williams.
only team that can do any of this, Clayton, is the Chicago Bears. They could get both.
Texans last year.
Yeah. But
True.
give me Utah.
All right.
Utes.
No.
Yeah, it's
I
you,
haven't,
dude.
I haven't went last yet.
You can
Neither
on
have
Florida
I.
State. Florida State and Duke, you can. Y'all switch it up here. You pick
I'll rock,
right now.
paper, scissors, shoot you who goes last.
No. That's a terrible podcast. Joey, go.
People love that stuff.
But they can't see you.
That's true, yeah. People want to see you,
my
too.
fist.
Nope.
Nope.
We couldn't.
Still can't. I think Utah is really bad offensively, and I think USC is maybe worse defensively. Alex Grinch, the defensive coordinator at USC, I was told by Mr. Cody Beatles that because he was at Texas apparently before that, and I was told going into the year that he was abysmal, and USC could not be good with him at the helm as the defensive coordinator. And I am now in agreement. I think they can't win big games with him. He's terrible. However, Utah sucks. They're bad.
I agree. Beat
Get-
the Gators. So.
Give me USC and it's going to push. Yes.
I really
Kentucky
thought
sucks,
he
too,
was
and they
going
beat
Utah,
Florida,
and I was going to be able to get another game on Joey.
Where are you going?
I'm going Southern California as well.
Do you think they actually cover though?
Yeah, because they need this win bad. Like if they have a shot.
Oh, it's over though. The way Washington looked, like, I don't know. Maybe it's not mathematically
They got to win some
over.
big games. I'm just
It's not
saying.
mathematically over, but
I feel like they're going to try.
Yeah,
to
it's not
come out and
mathematically
play.
over, but it's not.
They're
They
going to come
can't
out
beat
and try
those
to
two teams.
stomp the crap out of Utah. It's a home game. I think that helps them.
I think if you're picking
Does
a
a
game,
home game at SC help?
no, it doesn't
Yeah.
at all.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, you're not wrong. He's not wrong.
But I'm saying if you think SC wins, you think they win, they cover. In my opinion,
Yeah, I think they
I
probably
still,
win.
I still think the game pushes. Can I play like right push on here and get an extra point for it if it does?
no. But if they don't, you lose.
Nope. Never
Okay.
mind. Don't want
Lose
to do it
two.
anymore. Don't want to do it.
All right, Florida State, Duke.
I'm with Maxwell. I think USC wins pretty handedly.
If you think they win pretty handily, then you think they cover it. In my opinion, if you think they win, period, you think they cover.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I think so.
I can see it going that way too.
So you picked USC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to change that?
No, I don't.
You
All
want
right.
you want to go first on this one?
Yeah. How many? What's the number? 14 and a half.
14 and a half. That, man, Duke has the 3 games I've watched them this year. Because they've had some interesting games. They've had 2 night games,
Yeah.
2 primetime games. Man, they play a lot more physical than I ever thought anyone from Duke could play football.
Freaking Elko, baby.
Yeah.
That's the Elko effect. They better enjoy it.
14 and a half. That's a big number. What time's this game? Is it a night game?
7:30.
Oh, that's a good environment.
Homecoming in
Good
Tallahassee.
You going?
No, I'm taking my wife to Jekyll Island. It's a
You're-
bye week,
you're
so
a
I have to.
Great
I don't have to, but I chose
You're a
to.
great husband.
Thank you. I appreciate
Great
it.
husband.
I could have went.
Oh.
I could have went to this game with Trey Marshall on the sideline for the entire game, but I thought that was probably a bad business decision.
You're
So
a great husband.
instead, I booked a trip to Jekyll Island.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's a great move. Kelsey, you got a winner.
Just you and the wife?
just me and the wife.
Oh,
Just wanted to
big time
mention
move. Big time move. 14 and a half's a lot.
I agree.
I think Duke's defense, they're physical. They're gonna. I think Florida State wins, just to be clear.
Yep.
But I think Duke covers.
Yeah.
You
I know
haven't,
you
you
guys
haven't
are gonna
gone last yet.
You guys are actually important
we
to talk about. Me and JT know so much.
Yeah.
This number seems pretty close to me. I thought it would be closer to 12. I'm going to go Florida State because I've picked Florida State every single game this year.
You literally have.
Yep. I think they win pretty good here.
I'll go obviously, so you can go last.
Yeah.
I think this number implies that Riley Leonard's not playing, right?
It certainly seems that
There's
way. Yes.
no way. I will say this with very confident certainty. 14 and a half from Vegas implies that Leonard is not playing. The number would not be that if he was playing.
And I think it's almost a certainty because they wouldn't put it on the board if they weren't sure.
Correct. I don't think Leonard plays. With that being said, I still personally think that they're going to try and find a way to run him out there. If he plays, 14 and a half is a bad number. Even though he's like a legitimate scholarship player, Power 5 basketball player, he could have gone and done that. Oh yeah,
Holy Sherman Wells.
Sherman, whatever you're on, I want some of it. I'm going to go that Florida State doesn't cover, but Florida State,
Saw that coming.
they win.
Chris picking.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, if Duke wins this game, though, somehow, Sherman, I'm going to the Duke UNC game if they win. I don't think they will.
Fair enough. No, but that's not going to happen.
Are you going to the Duke UNC game no matter what?
No, I have the opportunity to go to the Duke UNC game.
But if they win,
But if they win and it's worth it, and UNC win, like I'm not driving 7 hours to go watch Duke and North
Absolutely
Carolina play
not.
football. Now, if it was basketball,
we can
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about
we
it.
have to.
Yeah,
We have to.
count- yeah, I'm in.
Where are you at?
I don't know. I think 14.5 is a lot.
It is a lot. It's like
It is.
if it's 13.5, that changes things.
I
It's still a lot, but it's 2 scores.
Yeah.
So Tyler said 12. I thought 10. I thought it would be a 10-point spread. And I thought that was about right. It's 14.5. I
You
think
know
the
what
half
that means, though, right?
that's what I was just about to say. I think the half means Vegas knows exactly what they're doing.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
they put that hook there for
Yep.
you to bite on it and say, "Oh, Duke by 2 touchdowns." Nobody's beating Duke by 2 touchdowns right now. Yeah, they are. Florida State's doing it. They're beating them by
100%. That's like,
That's truly how I think. Like
That is how Vegas works.
anybody that has been around and watched the lines.
if it's 6.5, give me the
Knows.
dog. If it's 13.5, give me the dog. 14.5, give me the favorite.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I'm taking
Yep.
the 14.5.
that's it.
They put that hook there for a reason. I'm taking Florida State.
The backup quarterback was 4 of 12 last week for like 39 yards and a bit of a laugher. Just saying. I think Duke's D-line can cause problems a little bit. Like it could cause some issues, but not as much as Florida State's D-line causes Duke's offensive line.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Leonard
I
is
agree.
officially day to day, but with Vegas putting that number out, you're right. He's not playing.
He dressed, I will say he dressed last week, went through warm-ups, was gimpy, didn't look great. I will say this, and I don't know if my Florida State boys that are all like, they're probably way too close to acknowledge that, but to acknowledge what I'm about to say. But Florida State is preparing as if Leonard is playing.
Oh, 100%.
Obviously so. But
to.
like the game plan is as if Riley Leonard's playing. So until I know he doesn't walk out there, now come talk to me Saturday at 7. Actually, don't talk to me Saturday at 7. But if you were to talk to me Saturday at 7, my tune may change.
Blaze said it opened up at 15.5.
it's
It actually, I saw 16.5, but it's a really soft open. I think the number has been 14.5. It's been since I looked Sunday night, like late Sunday night, I looked and it was 14.5.
Where's all the money at right now?
I think while
that line
Tyler's-
reminds me a lot of UGA last year.
while Tyler's looking it up,
Everybody was going on UT.
yep.
I never
can't find that.
went that way.
So Joey's going to find the money where that's at. I'm going to tell you this. I think Waylon said it in there. Doak will be rocking. It's going to be a hell of an environment. It'll be the best environment of the season.
money split.
Doak at night in a big time game. It's a cool place to be.
It really is.
I mean, I'm not against Florida State, but not a Florida State fan. But I've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Florida State, Timmy's
2011.
freshman year. Man, that
Oh my
was
God,
a
I was there.
fun environment. Yep, you were. I remember we hung out with you.
We did.
It was back in the day. Back in the day.
Yeah, you were clear. I was 3 years removed, so it was cool.
I can see you doing the math in your head.
Yeah,
I knew.
I was not
knew.
going to speak until I knew for sure. But yeah, no, we're good.
What a show. What a
Oh
show.
boy.
All right. We got
Of course, you were
some-
3 years removed, Chris. I would never have hung out with you in high school.
Exactly.
Yeah. Obviously.
I was so much fun in high school, though.
We'll talk about more about the game later. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll cover
All
a little
right.
more.
Let's do quick ones. Clemson -3 at Miami.
Number seems crazy stupid to me.
Clemson.
Yes.
Yeah, but why is
But
it only 3?
I have to pick Miami.
Why
for
was it
that
only
reason.
3 with
in
North
the
Carolina last week?
raucous home environment that is the rented homes. What do they call that place?
They're gonna.
Who the
I
hell
heard they're gonna
knows?
have 17 people there though.
Yeah, probably. This
Is
isn't.
this the buy one get one game?
Nope, that was Georgia Tech where they got their ass beat. No, that was the BOGO game. The Georgia Tech was the BOGO game. So all those losers, y'all. Hey, speaking of, since we're on Miami, let's dog on Miami. Would you like to know how many ACC games Miami has won at home since Mario Cristobal has been hired?
One.
I'm gonna go less than 3.
One, less than 3.
Split the difference too.
0.
I knew that was coming.
Wow.
I'm so
Freaking
excited
one.
about it. Yes.
Not one. Not freaking one. The boys on the Nolecast told me this today. If you wanted to go watch the non-conference game in Middle Tennessee State, the Laugher, the rocking chair game, yeah, it was also an L. What the freak? Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Oh, hey, there's some good comments up there that we need to try and get a hold of. Start with Mr. Cooey.
They were practicing the light shows tonight, and they are sick.
That's not what I thought it was. I thought they were saying they're practicing for so-and-so. But
Yeah, you thought
no.
you thought Coos was
I thought I was going to give us a
drop
little
that
bit of
knowledge.
information. That's probably don't need to, actually.
Oh, Matt was
Cameron
on-
Cooey, man,
Matt-
how you
Matt
doing,
was on
brother?
it.
Matt was right. Yeah, Matt was right.
He was on it.
Unbelievable. Sorry, Matt. There's a delay. How many seconds?
About
delay?
It's probably like 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah,
about a
it's
30
my
second
fault.
delay.
My fault. My fault,
Maybe
Matt.
30 seconds.
Yeah, about 30 seconds.
They're about
It's
30
about
seconds.
a 30-second delay.
But Mahoney
You
Media.
know from all the time
From
you
Matt
watch.
Mahoney is the guy. Sorry, jumped the gun.
I can't wait for Matt Mahoney to get back in Lake City. It's going to be a great time.
All right,
What's
we got
next
some
game?
other games.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna go. I haven't picked it. Hell, my fault. Clemson.
I'm taking Miami against my will.
Clemson.
Yeah.
South Carolina at Missouri. Missouri -7.
I'd probably buy a half point, but I'm going Missouri.
Missouri.
Minus
big.
6.5.
Mizzou.
Big.
Yeah, I'll take Missouri.
South Carolina's a trash can.
I'll take Missouri.
They're not very
UCF at Oklahoma. Oklahoma giving 19 points to the Central Florida Knights.
I was going to say a future Big 12 matchup, but I forgot Oklahoma's coming to the
It's a current
SEC.
Big 12 matchup.
Yep.
Is it? Are they already there? That's terrible.
Yep. It'll be the only time they play in the Big 12 against each other. What you got?
I know nothing about UCF. So I'm
same.
still going Oklahoma.
Is
Though.
John Rice Plumlee playing?
Yes. He played last game, too, and he was not good.
Yeah, he's not great. Give me the burnt vegetables, man.
No, give me the Knights. Give me the Knights.
This isn't on the actual record, though, right?
No, this isn't. This is just for fun.
This is
Yeah,
for
cool.
funsies.
UCF wins outright.
I almost said that, but I wanted you to have that thunder.
You guys are so drunk.
I know nothing about UCF. Nothing.
Oklahoma
and
plays
I'll
good
take
defense.
that bet.
Joey
Take that
hates
bet.
Dylan Gabriel. That's what this is about.
Yes, it is.
I think I hate burnt vegetables more than Dylan Gabriel.
Hey, shout out your wife in the chat right now.
Boom. There we go.
Hey,
Janet.
Janet.
Hey, I gave her a shout out earlier. You'll have to
did.
go back and listen, babe. But I
You
did.
Yep.
He did.
I don't have a camera. Sorry.
Dabo gonna be on delay if they lose this game.
Hey, actually, you know what? You can sit right here for real quick.
No, you're good.
No, it's okay. I need to get up. You don't have to. You don't have to. Tyler can put my. Well, you can't put my picture up there. You used to could do that. We can do that though.
There we go.
Now
You
you're
can kind
in.
of see JT now. See, there's the side of your face.
Wow. All right. Who's the ad read?
That's Prime Sports.
It's Brian Sports.
I love
Justin, why don't you talk about Brian
let's,
Sports?
Let's let Brian or JT do the
Yeah.
Brian Sports ad read.
Man, Brian Sports. I actually played golf with that guy today. True story. He's hitting it about 20 yards longer than I've ever seen Brian Dix hit a golf ball.
Is it still in the middle of the fairway?
Directly down the middle.
Never misses, does it?
I
the
think he's
guy.
on steroids.
What did he shoot?
I
Today?
really do.
What did he shoot today?
Probably
77.
around 80.
Not sure.
But I'm telling you, 20 yards longer, middle of the fairway. He's also putting with a putter that is about as long as this monster can.
Was it?
And listen, he drained. I bet he drained 12 putts today. Yeah,
I like
it was amazing. So I know that's nothing to do with the ad read because
No,
he's got some great sporting goods stuff.
Yeah,
I
he does.
don't know if he'll special order you that putter, but he's got some great sporting goods stuff.
You ask
He's
him
a
nicely,
great
probably
guy,
will.
phenomenal guy. May or may not be taking steroids on the golf course. We don't know. That's hearsay.
I'm going to
But,
say
I'm gonna
he's
say no.
not. I'm going to say he's
I'm going
not.
to say no.
I'm gonna say probably not.
I
but,
know Brian well enough to know these.
No, man. Brian's a great guy. He's got all your equipment needs. What is it? Little League football right now? Little League football? Yeah, Little League
Yeah,
football.
Little League football.
Yeah.
Little League football. T-shirts.
Fun fact,
hats.
I was at Brian's.
This is a Brian Sports hat right here.
There we go.
FCA. Love
Loves
that.
This way. Jeez.
There we go.
I got
Love
to go to Brian's house for the first time last week.
Oh, big fan.
Yeah. I saw his cave.
Yes, sir.
I love your cave.
Right.
It's great.
I know.
His is really good.
I'm aware.
His is really good.
I'm very aware. Anyways, go see Brian. Best sporting goods store in the world. Best people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Go see them. 755-0570. If you cannot go see them, it'll be a great call. Yeah, so Brian Sports. Go get them.
I can't do any better than what you guys just did. So cosign.
Yep. All right. You want to talk about Florida first? Or you want to talk about Florida State?
Florida.
Florida.
We want to talk about a little bit of South Carolina.
Little bit of a late game comeback for the Florida Gators.
Stop right there. Brian said steroid free, but he's been eating a lot.
I love that guy.
Me too.
Oh, he's legitimately probably top 10 for me, like in the entire universe of people that I like. Yeah, he's top 10. At
Top
least.
10?
Dude, I've got family members, bro.
Okay.
Oh,
So do I.
Yeah. All
And
right.
listen, I love you all. Brian's probably up there with you guys.
Okay.
Sorry, Brian. I thought that'd be a compliment, buddy.
Well, all right.
Pretty much a slap in the face.
Holy moly.
Well, all right. You
Florida
killed,
Gators.
you killed the head read.
Florida Gators. Dude, top 10 is good. I think Brian
Can't
would
believe
be
you
happy
said
with
top 10. That's wild to me.
Just lie and say top 4, Even
I
if you
wouldn't
don't
lie to
believe-
Brian. I'm not going to lie to
Even
Brian.
if you don't believe it.
I mean, he's not like back into
but
the
do you
top
have
10.
to count your family as like in your
No.
top? Like I don't
If
No,
I
know,
don't,
dude.
if
No,
I don't
'cause
count
you
my
don't get a-
family, he's top 5.
You don't get a pick.
All right. No,
What?
You're making it worse.
See?
Oh, 1,
Brian
2,
is
3.
thankful.
Okay, so he can be 4.
I've got 2 kids.
They're your family and they're
Oh,
your
yeah,
kids.
we're not doing family. You're right. Top 4. No,
Oh my God! All right, move it on. Holy
Please.
crap, you're killing
Please
us right
move it
now,
on.
Bradford. Has Perchet as Brad watches now? I found out Brad watches Brad. I'm sorry, but
miss
he
you,
did
Brad.
derail us a little bit. Anyways, has the perception changed for you and your Gators?
For me, not really. For the outside world and for most of the Gator fans, yeah, 100% has. Win a road game. That's what they said. He won a road game.
That's true.
That's it. It doesn't
That's
matter.
what I said. I said it last week. I said until he wins one, I'm going to wait. I'm going against him.
They fired him 7 times during the game. And,
That
like
did-
their
In the South
perception
Carolina
hasn't changed that much.
That did
It
happen.
has.
Yeah.
It has. Get on the message boards. I'm telling you.
Oh, I will never go there.
That's hard
telling you.
pass.
Brain will melt
Find
there.
Yeah,
find
I'm
Facebook
good.
and Twitter. I promise perception overall has changed.
Oh no, people are happy right now.
Everybody's happy. Class is good. 4-2, is that right? 4-2.
4-2.
Got a road win against South Carolina.
No, 5-2.
5-2.
5-2. Sorry,
5-2. We're
5-2.
happy.
One game away from a bowl.
You got Brock Bowers injured this week. You don't
Brock
have to go
Bowers is
against
injured this
him.
week.
I mean, things are looking good down in Gainesville.
Perception is different.
Graham Mertz.
Graham, and that's the key right there. Graham Mertz being really freaking good has made all the difference in the world. There's rumors also that maybe some of the play calling's been a little bit different the last couple of games. Maybe somebody's had some influence in that. I'm not going to mention names, but
Why wouldn't you?
because I don't know him.
Oh.
My guess is Ryan O'Hara, but I don't know. Shane, Ryan, what's his name? O'Hara, the quarterback coach.
Tall guy.
Yeah,
He's kind of cool. Met him one time. It's all right.
I think if he lets go of the play calling, things would get better.
100%.
I think
100%.
everybody has to learn that though.
It's hard to do that. It's hard to do that. But even
We've
Kirby,
talked about it
does
on the
Kirby run the
podcast.
defense at Georgia?
No.
No. Does he have a hand in it?
Oh, 100%.
He has
Absolutely.
2
does.
hands in it.
Yeah.
And both feet. He's jumping in. He's just not the one with the mouthpiece doing like this.
But Schumann is freaking sharp as freak though,
That's true.
and so is Dan Lanning.
So was Lanning. Exactly.
But they learned under him, and they knew don't try to reinvent the wheel. Do what Kirby does, and it works.
Right. That's it. I mean, that's the key, though.
Yeah.
But the point is he has enough trust in them to give them that
Yes.
that opportunity.
Correct.
Now, if something were to go awry, would he step in and do something? I have no doubt that he would. He hasn't lost his touch.
Probably gonna
promise.
snatch it back.
Yeah.
There was a program that JT coached for that way back machine.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know
Certain
exactly
people
where you're
would
going.
coach. Certain people would be able to call the plays on 1st and 2nd down,
Right.
and then there was someone that would call the play on 3rd down.
Right.
True or false?
True, 100% true.
That is a disaster.
It,
Hey, I'm gonna dig this hole. Get us out of it.
hey, it's 3rd and 20. So what do? You run, draw a screen, or throw it up and see what happens.
That's crazy that literally walked on the sidelines.
100% true.
That's true.
Luckily, Jamal Montague played on that team.
Now you know
So
where.
you can-
No, I don't care. I don't care.
who cares?
I don't give a damn.
Yeah. But
Tell me high school a while back.
I don't think anybody that's watching this chat doesn't know that the only play. No, actually, I coached football at another school. I forgot about that.
It's okay.
My bad. Shout out to people from that other
Couple of
county
things.
that may be watching.
Sherman Wells, why are you not happy? I need more details.
Because
and
he
I'm
wasn't
not happy.
because he wasn't top 10.
know.
allegedly.
Say
Sherman
But
wasn't
Sherman-
top 10.
You're
Sherman-
top 1, brother.
No. Sherman's not happy with Florida. I know
All
what
right.
he's talking about.
I'm gonna get back to Florida. Graham Mertz.
Right.
I have to eat a little bit crow. I did not think he would be as good as he's been He's
Nobody
more
did.
than just a game manager.
So I don't think it's just you that has to eat crow. I think it's,
Nope, everybody.
I think Graham Mertz, his family. I don't think anybody thought that Graham Mertz would be as good as Graham Mertz has been.
Yeah,
Nobody.
If you ask Graham Mertz's mom and dad, their top 10 quarterbacks in college, he wasn't on the list.
He was not on the list.
Like Tyler, he would have omitted him. No Graham Mertz. No Graham Mertz. No, he's played
or
really
Brian
good.
Dix for that matter, probably.
Yeah, he would be on mine. But but all jokes aside, they're playing really good football. Now I will say this: all my eyes are on Austin Armstrong right now, because you want to talk about perception to change. How did that happen, bro? What just happened?
I have no idea how that happened.
Those aren't live balloons that just
No.
went to Joy's man cave.
I,
What the hell just happened? Now listen,
I don't
pause.
know.
There wasn't even a congratulations moment.
I really don't know.
It was. We were congratulating Mertz and his family for now being in the
chat,
top 10.
Chat, did y'all see the freaking balloons?
I don't know what that was.
I need to know.
I saw the
I am
balloons.
tripping
They had to.
right
I saw the
now.
We're
balloons.
seeing what they see. They had to have seen the balloons.
I think they saw the balloons.
Yeah, they're about 20 seconds behind still.
Yeah.
So right now they're seeing the balloons.
Chris is tripping out. I don't know how that
What
happened.
the freak was that?
Did I hit a key?
Dude, do it every time. That's like the funnest thing.
I don't know that I did. This is for the chat, so this has nothing to do with that. Celebrating.
Celebrating Graham Mertz. We
I don't
are.
know how it happened.
Congratulations. I'm gonna say congratulations all the time. See if that can happen.
YouTube knew what we were doing.
Anyways,
Happy
that
for the
was
guy.
wild. They all saw the balloons. This is nuts. Someone hacked our YouTube. Tyler, what the hell's happening?
I'm looking.
Okay. Anyways, Graham Mertz, unbelievable. He's
Yeah.
played really good. But I am looking at like Austin Armstrong, because he was the one. You talk about perception has changed. He was the one getting all the praise early on in the offseason. I'm glad you guys saw the balloons and we're not going crazy. Yeah, no, that was like, he's now the guy I'm looking at, because why is Spencer Rattler, and like, why are we worried about who gets the ball last in this game?
Yeah.
Because
100%.
if you think who gets the ball last, so was Coach Napier.
Right.
He wanted to ensure they didn't get another crack at it at all.
Yeah. I agree with that. It's funny. After about 2 or 3 games, everybody thought, okay, defense is going to be good, run game is going to be good. Where do we struggle the most right now?
Both
Defense
those
and
areas.
run game.
I agree with you.
The only thing that's really
That's facts.
only thing that's really like feels good about us. I don't remember who said it earlier, but Ricky Pearsall getting touches. When he gets touches, Florida moves the football.
Blaze said that.
When Trey Wilson, Blaze said it. When Trey Wilson gets touches, Florida moves the football. Hey, this ain't that complicated.
I agree.
It's not. It's not that hard.
There is an interesting stretch coming up right now for the
Super
boys.
interesting. Super interesting.
What you
I
have
agree.
Georgia. Who do you have for Georgia?
Georgia, LSU, Arkansas,
LSU,
Florida State, Missouri.
That's the game.
That's a
for us.
murderer's row right there.
Yeah, there's not a win in there.
Yes, there is.
There's not a for sure win.
Stop.
There's not a for sure win.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah,
there's not a- there's not a
not a
for sure
slam
win.
dunk. You
No,
know what
I-
we'll do next week? Next week we're going to do win totals
Win
for
shares?
for like win shares for the last
like that.
what's left on the schedule.
Yeah, I like that.
See where
I'm good
we're
with
at.
that. But yeah, man, I perception overall, I think is better for Florida. In my eyes, it's better. Not just Billy Napier, but they went on the road. They won a football game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think South Carolina is good. I think South Carolina is better at home. Their home environment is always going to be tough. Their fans are solid, but they're not a great football team. Spencer Rattler is not a great quarterback. There's nothing about them says we're really good.
I agree.
We're a pretty average football team at best.
But you beat them on the road.
But beat them on the road.
So here's my question: if the perception is better right now, does that perception change if they lose to Georgia? Because with Brock Bowers out,
I think it depends.
they're
on
not the same Georgia.
I
that they've been.
1,000% agree.
So they could.
Okay.
I'm saying they will, but
Okay.
they could.
They could- they absolutely
Mike
could.
Bobo's calling plays. Joey.
No. I think that Florida has a chance to win that game.
Yeah,
They're
I
way
1,000% think that.
They're way more likely to get got without
Yeah.
Bowers.
Oh, 1,000% agree with
Yeah.
that too. But let's not act like they're just not great right now.
No, they're still a great team.
They're still
But
great
so,
without Brock Bowers.
So let's say if they lose,
yeah.
You think they're great?
does that is he
They have
back
to be
on
until they're
the?
not.
I disagree.
Is he back on the hot seat? Or are they ready to run him out of
No, I
town
think it
again?
depends.
Like where does it go?
If
Like
they
this-
get beat 49-0, yeah, he's probably you're back to the hot seat. But if
they
it's
get beat 49-0 without Brock Bowers, they need to. they
And
need to
Mike
go ahead-
Boaclan plays.
Yeah, they need to go ahead and get him out of there.
Yeah, Austin
Get off the
Armstrong.
mic.
Yeah, he's the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Napier's getting rid of him immediately.
yeah,
Let me ask you this. Are they on the hot seat if recruiting goes a little bit south this week?
Depends on how south. The recruiting is completely irrelevant unless it's Lagway.
Well,
At this point.
it won't be Lagway.
Right.
It isn't completely irrelevant.
No, it's not completely, but Lagway holds
I agree with
everything
your
together.
point. The Lagway-
Lagway is the glue.
I don't think you lose him now. At this point, they won 5 games. They'll win. They'll win
Right.
some more. Like that. The disaster scenario was if they were 3 and 4 at this point.
Right.
Then I don't know.
I
You may
agree with
you
that.
may still, but like I don't know.
Right. I
5
agree.
and 2? No, I don't think we see a decommit from him.
Who's getting ready to bolt from the class?
I don't know necessarily, but like somebody, the boy from Mainland, McCray, LJ McCray,
Right.
is like big, longtime Florida lean. I don't know where he goes. I kind of feel decent about Florida State. Actually, I kind of feel decent about Florida State, but I don't know. I don't know that to be certain.
Yeah.
And then Nasir Johnson, the kid from Dublin, Georgia. Florida State likes their shot at him, but I think ultimately Georgia flips him after just missing on the boy that went to Oregon.
Yeah.
So he's going to
Yeah,
Florida State this
what
weekend.
happened to our bag man on that? He just took the week off.
On the one to Oregon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What happened there?
Yeah, when y'all missed on him, y'all turned that bag ended up in Dublin, and but that boy is Nasir Johnson. That young man is going to Florida State this weekend.
Yeah.
But people who know a little bit think he's going to Georgia. Could be wrong.
Jesse said Jesse was at the South Carolina game. She said the only reason the stadium is loud is because they play music after every single play.
They do that.
They definitely do that.
They do that. They do that screaming little.
The-
I'm not doing it. I'm not saying it. No, we all three said it. The screaming chicken.
What? Never mind.
No, not
You
doing
missed a
it.
good one last week. I'm gonna make you go back and watch it.
Oh God.
Just one part. You'll love it. It'll be great.
No.
It was when we were talking about football.
I can only imagine.
Same thing with Jamar Howard, big time guy, looking like Florida State. They're doing well in the trail right now. Florida State is.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to do well in the
yeah.
trail when you're undefeated and everything's rolling the right way,
And it hasn't been in the longest time.
and it has been in the longest time. So yeah, I mean I'm good with that. But yeah, anything else on Florida right now?
I'm good on Florida. I'm cool on Florida. It's also 950.
I was very surprised that we actually came back. Very surprised. I
Really?
this off. I think that's why perception has changed. I think every Gator fan felt like that. When we were down 10 with like, how much time was left?
Like 8 minutes, 9 minutes.
I don't think a single Gator fan on earth thought we're coming back and we're going to win this game.
And you're probably right. But
that-
I think like
to me, that's
people
what it
who
is.
watched that game like unbiasedly, like I just knew South Carolina couldn't stop Florida at all and had not all game.
Yeah.
I was like, and so it goes to the point like who gets the ball last. You don't want to be in that situation, but when they're not stopping you,
Right.
like you just hope that you have the ball
Get
last.
the ball last. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
I thought Florida. I think they like. I think it was a quality win. I think they answered questions on the road. Billy Napier must. We said it on here last week. It was a must win.
yeah.
It was a must win for the season projection. Like, it was a must win. Not like in the must win, like you're
Right.
going to lose your job, but like the trajectory of what you
Right.
where you're trying to go. You need to win this one, especially knowing what's on the slate moving forward.
Right.
With him being such a process guy, getting that process in place takes time.
Yeah, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
the hardest part of being in Gainesville is getting that time and getting not everyone, and we all have our crazy fans, but patience in Gainesville is not a word thrown around a lot.
No, correct. I buy that.
And Napier is definitely patience and
Right.
getting
he
things in place.
he needs the time.
He's a great dude. So
I personally like. I think like again. I'm
and Shane Beamer broke his foot. Yeah,
because you kicked
Did y'all hear
something.
that? That's awesome.
What a loser!
Did he
Hey,
really?
also,
Yeah,
that
broke
makes
his
me
foot.
so happy.
you didn't know that?
I had no idea.
No, he broke something in his foot because he kicked something. Hey, look, JT, look at my big toenail right there.
Did you do the same thing?
Yeah, but I'm not coward enough to break something. You think something I kick's gonna be able to break my foot? Heck no. I did rip the toenail off though.
That's pretty good.
Right? Would you agree?
I can vouch. That's pretty good.
Solid.
Little chunk.
Sorry.
Hey, it was really wet at Middleburg Friday night. It was really wet.
Don't get me started on them.
All right, let's talk.
I'm not
About
I'm not
I
taking the
wanted
bait.
to, and because I would have went with you, and we didn't need to do that. It ain't a good place to be.
Nope. I've cashed that. I'm done with him.
We're going to take a very natural pivot to talk about Josh's barbershop here.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at that.
My boy got me right. Y'all said don't get the hair. This is a week old, like 8 days old.
It
You
still
said-
looks good.
You say don't get the haircut because of
The win streak.
potentially losing to garbage behind Middleburg. Didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Didn't matter. Josh got me right. Appreciate
Overcoming
Josh.
adversity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh is as good as it gets, man.
It's the
I
best,
mean,
it's the best barbershop, period.
As good as it gets. And I'm not talking about just the barbershop. I'm talking, like, we talk about Brian being a great human. Josh McCardle is a great human as
Absolutely.
Where's
well.
he at in your top 10, Joey?
You think Josh could get me in at like 7:30 tomorrow morning?
Josh, can you get JT in tomorrow
Josh, you
morning
in
at
the chat?
7:30
He typically is, but we can send a message and
in real time?
we'll see what we can do.
But yeah, dude, if you're not going to see Josh McCardle as your barber, you're doing it wrong. I'm just letting you know right now.
We have a bunch of people, a bunch of you sitters that we love so much. They go like see
They do.
Josh.
They do, and they should.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah. So give him a text 386-247-1430. He'll throw the schedule back to you. Get on the schedule. Book yourself for like 6 months in advance, like however often you get it cut.
We decided it was 2 weeks. The chat said it last week.
Yeah.
So
Every
2 weeks.
every other week, or skip 2 weeks.
Yeah, that would be 2 weeks.
So every third week.
What do we do in 2 weeks, bro?
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah, every 2 weeks. Don't complicate this.
I feel like it's easier to say every other week. If
That would be every week.
that's not every week. Every week would be if I do it every Thursday. That's every week.
We just say 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks.
You're on my side, and you know it.
I am. I'm on Joey's side.
So
Every other week makes
every
way
other
more
week.
sense.
Why wouldn't you just that's 2 weeks?
That's 2
No,
weeks.
because I'm with you 100% on this.
So
I wanted to
wait,
be
do y'all get
strong
y'all's
with Chris on
haircut
this.
every 21
2
days?
weeks.
No, I don't get my haircut like.
We know
once
6
every
months. You
half
said.
year.
Yeah.
No. Who was that? Someone was 6
6
months.
weeks. 6 weeks.
6 weeks. You're a 2 week guy.
I would like to be an every other week guy, but I'm
Which
an
is
every
2
third.
weeks.
But I'm an every
2
third
weeks.
week guy.
Every other
So you're a
week
3
and
week
2
guy.
weeks are the same thing.
Yes.
Yes, but
So you're saying something different than him.
No, I'm on your page right now.
You said every other week is the same as.
every
2
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah, no, that's what he said.
Every two, he
Yeah.
said
My
fault,
2
my
weeks.
You
fault.
lost me there. You
My
lost
fault.
me there.
I stopped paying attention
But
to
we're
JT
back.
because he was
Are
talking.
we okay?
I
Maybe.
really do think every other week makes more sense because you
14 days or
every
21
other-
days? How are we getting a haircut?
21.
Oh wait, what?
See?
I go 21.
What are you-
But I want to go 14.
Okay. So when you say every other, do you mean 14 or 21?
Well,
No, I mean 14.
I'm done.
Okay,
I'm done with the
he means
conversation.
14, guys.
I am absolutely. I'm checking out.
I thought
I'm
he was
cashing
asking
out.
about how often I want to get my haircut at that
Oh, I'm
point.
so confused.
Holy crap!
Joey
I don't know
means-
what just happened here.
What's on second? Who's on first?
Every other week is 2 weeks.
Yes, that is correct. Joey,
Yeah, thanks. But all that to be said, Joey's a 21 day guy.
Only because I can't be a 14-day guy. I don't have the time.
Holy crap! No, I'm
I don't
not, I'm
wanna
not
ask him how
knocking
to
your.
say
I'm
it.
not
I know,
knocking your
I know,
opinion.
I know.
I'm knocking where you're at. Anyways, if you want to get a haircut, whether it's 14 days or 21 days, Josh McCardle
every
is your
2 weeks,
freaking
every
guy.
other week.
Every other week, bi-weekly, annually.
I would say every other week. I really would. If I was a 14-week guy
moving on.
or 14-day guy,
It's
we're
every
moving
week.
on.
Yeah,
We're moving on.
someone give us some balloons. I'm with Maxwell. We need some balloons.
Someone
What
play the balloons.
the hell's going on?
I don't know how to play the balloons. I need to get the balloons back.
Hey Siri, play the balloons.
Oh gosh, you just
Yeah.
lit so many people's phones up, bro.
Sorry about that. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. My bad. Hit the balloon button.
We're gonna get a balloon button. There's no doubt in my
We
mind.
have to have a balloon.
We're gonna get a balloon button. Don't you worry, folks.
All right, Florida State Duke.
Yes.
Dookies.
Florida State Duke. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start offense or defense for Florida State?
Let's go Florida State defense.
Okay, Florida State defense.
Yeah.
What's the key to? Let's assume that Riley Leonard is not playing.
Yeah,
What do we have to do?
limit the explosive plays.
Right.
They can't have explosives.
Yeah.
They're not good enough to drive the ball down the field without him. His legs are like extremely dynamic. He's a freak athlete, like extremely athletic. But without him, they're not good enough passing. I just think you have to limit the explosive plays, regardless whether it be the run or the pass, which they've done a pretty good job of this year defensively. I'm like a little bit bullish on Florida State. People are. We'll get to that. The point I was about to make, but I think they're playing like a little bit more aggressively with like scheme. The players have been aggressive, but like scheme, what they're being asked to do, I'm with it a little bit more. Again, opponent matters, with being Virginia Tech and Syracuse. But if Duke doesn't have Riley Leonard, they kind of fall into that same mold, in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree with that. I'm reading right now. I think he may play.
If he plays, the number's bad.
If he plays, though, he's also not 100% healthy.
Yeah.
And that's a very
And like you said, he's an explosive. He's dynamic with his.
legs.
He hurt his.
Yeah,
Ankle.
He's capable with his arm, but what makes him who he is, at least as far as like what the problem is or the conflict
the dual
is
threat.
the dual threat. I agree.
Yeah. So
JT,
I'm excited to see Florida State play a primetime game.
Me too.
Because like
talk to me.
they've
You're fixing to talk to
yeah,
me.
they've had some interesting times. I have not seen them play as much as I want to see them play. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them play a full game. 7:30 game, nothing going on. Golf tournament. I got an early tee time Saturday morning. So
boy.
yeah, so pumped to watch some football Saturday night and see him. But I agree. If he plays, if he's not 100%, it takes away. He can throw the ball, but not having that same threat, it's going to be different. Their defense has impressed me both times I've watched Duke play football.
Yeah.
The physicality. Physicality? That's
Yeah,
the word,
physicality,
right?
yeah.
Physicality. Part of me though wonders, like, all right, is it because it's Duke? Like, are they really that physical, or is it
They
just like,
are.
oh, they're more physical than
They're
we expect
they're
Duke to be?
physical.
So
Before we get on that to them on that side of the ball, what do you think as far as like just as a bystander, an outsider, per se? And you watch football and you watch a lot of Florida State too.
I've watched every single, probably every single snap of Florida State play this year.
Yeah.
And if not, I've listened to it on the radio or whatever.
We'll get to it.
I think Florida State's defensive line is good enough to create havoc in that backfield.
I agree.
And with no legs, like, so we say this a lot about like guys like Lamar Jackson. Like, their legs open up the throwing lanes. Like, without their legs, it's hard for them to have those throwing lanes. What I've seen with Riley Leonard, whenever he does play, he's a touch late on certain throws, but it doesn't matter because you're not playing Florida State. You're not playing the caliber.
The
of
windows
athlete.
are a little bit bigger.
The windows are bigger when you're playing. I mean, even Notre Dame, like, he didn't have a great game against Notre Dame, and I don't think Notre Dame's as good as Florida State, defensively or offensively.
I agree.
So combine all that with him not being overly healthy, and I just don't think they have the sustained success on offense that's going to be enough to keep them in the game.
I'm gonna say a whole lot right here. I think the defense will probably play one of their best games.
I think so too.
Of the year. As a defensive coach and as people that have been in sports and athletics, like in that environment, that's where like the side of the ball that gets to thrive off of the juice, off of the environment, off of the crowd, the atmosphere is the defensive side. Mm-hmm. They're at home. I wouldn't be surprised if they absolutely like get after that ass.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Especially, and I'm not saying that this in a dirty way, but when you know somebody is gimpy, and you've got a chance to play,
It's so much easier.
to play hard, to get after them,
You have so much more
and
confidence.
get that guy off the field.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're not gonna lay him down on a pillow.
No, sir. We don't want you to enjoy this.
Yeah, so they're gonna be. It's gonna be a fun game.
They'll
think,
have
to
bad.
watch.
They'll have bad intentions. Absolutely, every time
100%.
they hit 13, and they should. That's the game of football.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that's all I have for like the defensive side.
Yeah. Offensive? What's the key?
They gotta be able to block the front. Get the ball out of Jordan Travis's hand relatively quick. Let him. You know what I really want to see? I want to see them run the football. Run the football to throw the football is what I want to see. But I think they'll probably go about it the other way. I think they'll throw the football to run it. Jordan Travis probably needs a game. Probably needs to have like a game where he kind of like shows out a little bit.
Good time to do it. National television, prime time.
Keon Coleman, our guy Cameron Cooley said there, just pay attention to a guy named Keon. Yeah, he's that guy. Johnny Wilson is going to play.
Yeah.
He's had a couple good days of practice, so they'll have all their weapons. And to your point, JT, I think Duke they are physical. Mm-hmm. They are. They're physical when they're allowed to play the way they want to play. They want to play a lot of man. Elko wants to play a lot of man.
Can't do that.
I don't think you can. I don't advise you to do that too often. And if you do that, then you're going to have a light box. And if you have a light box, then your defensive front. If I was, I'm not giving away a game plan. But when we played Trinity Christian and they had Damn, Colin Hurley went to LSU.
Right.
The score, I think they scored 27 points, but
Yeah.
there was like a pick six in there, and there were some other things. They didn't have a ton of. He had less than 100 yards passing. He's an LSU commit.
Yeah.
In high school, they're supposed to go crazy.
They're supposed to go nuts.
He also had a FAU commit and a Charlotte commit at receiver. So
Yeah, they
That
didn't.
kid was good too.
Yeah,
The Hurley kid.
less than 100 yards passing he had. My plan was on defense, and the kids executed like tremendously. So I deserve zero credit. They deserve the credit.
Right.
We went 3 down. I dared you run the football. Couldn't do it. They got a light box all night. They wouldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Defensive line handled them. So I think like if I'm Duke, I'm daring Florida State to run the football. But I think Florida State can run the football.
Right.
So if they take what Duke gives them, they should have like success early.
Yeah.
And often. And then at some point, as a coach, we all know we have to do what to the box. Like if we have a light box and they run the ball, then now we gotta get a heavy box. And if I have a heavy box, then I'm giving it up somewhere else.
Right.
And Florida State has enough weapons to take advantage of that. So that's what I'm looking for when I watch that game. What I want to see.
I like it. I'm kind of with you on all that. I think they start with the pass. I think they try to get Keon going early. Jaheim Bell, I think he's going to be the mismatch of the game. I think you talked about them playing a lot of man. I think they'll try to take away I think they'll try to take away Keon pretty early, and then that's gonna open up the middle with Jaheim.
That's going to free Jaheim up.
Jaheim's a mismatch.
Absolutely.
He's a mismatch nightmare. Like he
Absolutely, totally agree.
Second best tight end in the country. Well, first best this week.
Right now, I'm with that.
yeah. I don't disagree with that.
Zach Maxwell says something right here, and I absolutely love it. And
Yeah.
and I mean, like
I agree.
I feel it to my freaking core.
Yeah.
The key would be: is it even possible for Jordan Travis to be touched without having to go to the locker room? His game last week bothered me. It irked me a little bit. You get hit, and you like immediately like clavicle, like collarbones broke, like arm. He knows where to hold it, like as if it's something. Bro, you're not a competitor right now. Like compete,
Right.
Like we're in a game, we're in a dogfight right now. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And then like some podcasts that I listen to, they excuse the demonstrative like body language. Like, oh, he's that guy. He's earned the right to act that way.
No.
Bull. Yeah, all right. Ask the locker room that. No. And they know it. They're in the locker room. Waylon and Zach, and there's a Kamakui. We have sitters. Be blessed that we have these guys in the chat because they see it better than any of us. But like, I can't stand that, man. I hate that.
No, I'm with you. I 100% agree. Any extra show that's not a necessity is a bother to me.
I can't stand that. Like go ahead.
I'm seeing that more and more across the board, though.
Oh yeah. That wasn't a knock on Jordan Travis. That's everybody.
Yeah, across the
For
board.
me, it's a knock on Jordan Travis.
Right,
I
right,
can't
right.
stand it. I hate that. You're the leader of the team. You're the fourth best Heisman odds still right now after having a bad, subpar year. Not a bad year. He's not a bad year, but
He just hasn't had to do
Why-
anything
but
extra, so
why-
his numbers don't look great.
right.
Is it just the culture of the world today? I mean,
Probably.
kids seem to be. I mean, everything's like so dramatic. Like, come on, like rub some dirt on it. Let's go. Like,
Not
get
on,
up.
not on my football team.
Well,
I'd rather go
so
without.
I think you answered my question.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
But I'm with him. I think but with that being said, I do think they have to try and keep him clean, and he's extremely talented. You can't take that from him. But I don't like the extra stuff. Like he's a likable guy, but don't like all that like the soft like Zach said it like softest like. Stop being so soft. Because if they want to go win a national championship, he's not going to be allowed to be
can't be
soft.
soft.
Because like we just said, and not that my teams have ever done this or I've ever done this, but like if I see somebody limping around or like holding their arm or holding their knee, we're going to check it. Like, does the knee brace work? Like, why are you wearing a knee brace? Does it work? Why is your right ankle taped up? Did your trainer do a good enough job there? Are we spatted right? We're going to check it. We're going to see if it works. It's nothing dirty. It's not malicious. It's just bad intentions. It's the sport.
Right.
But we're going to check it. We're going to find out.
Absolutely agree. I agree. 100%.
People may not like that. And if that made you uncomfortable, I'm sorry, but that's just the name of the game. That's why when a guy has an ankle injury, they get both ankles taped.
yeah.
So you don't know,
So you
which,
don't know
one.
which one. Go
Right.
at it.
Just the way it is. That's not. Yeah, like you said, that's not dirty. That's playing hard.
Yeah.
All right, we good on FSU?
Yes, sir, I am.
We want to
FSU
run
covers.
through.
Oh, can we play the video of Hakeem Williams?
Yes, sir.
Because my boy Joey, and I love Joey Edge, and I defer to you a lot about receivers because you're like that's what I know you like. Joey likes to pick a quarterback a year to hate and to love. You do that.
I do that.
Joey stands in the
does.
paint. Like, he's going to do that.
He does.
If he's wrong, he doesn't care. He's going to stand on it.
That's right.
And that's okay. My guy's standing on
why we
business.
love him.
That's why we love him.
He just compared Riley Leonard to a top 3 NFL Hall of Fame quarterback,
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
It's okay.
That's not true. I didn't compare them. Kind of.
Just use them in the
I
same
used,
sentence.
I used a similarity.
Hold on, that's the part you're arguing.
Yeah, I mean, because he is a top 3 Hall of Fame quarterback in the history of the league.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But Joey is good about receivers.
I like to say that. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'll give you your flowers. You're good about receivers. What's the Warren Thompson? No, I sent you his film when he came out of Armwood,
Yeah.
I believe, to Florida State. You're like, yeah, he doesn't catch the ball real clean with his hands. Never caught the ball real clean with his hands. Out of the program, went to another school. Out of that program,
He actually played pretty good there for a minute at Arkansas.
did okay for a minute.
Yeah. For a minute.
Then he like removed himself from the program.
Right.
Anyways, Joey's good about evals on receivers. So I asked him about Hakeem Williams, and you told me, now a lot has changed since then. You told me that he's slow, and he was fat at the time. He was for a receiver. He was big. He was big,
He did look big.
and he was like out of shape.
He was out of shape.
He's not anymore.
No, he did not look out of shape Saturday.
Do you have
did
it,
not.
Rolf?
Ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Y'all shut up. Don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
My man reached 20 miles per hour.
That's fast.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, he's
fast.
fine.
Especially on a slant, like a little,
Right.
like a little quick hitch.
Yeah.
Like 30 yards out after like 2 cuts. He
Yeah.
looks good. He looks good.
I mean, that's fast. That's like mid 4.5 fast.
Yeah.
That cut about 20 yards in.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Now,
He's
now-
ascending. He's being developed.
Right.
He's
Now the
what?
key is if he can continue to develop that way and then start the route tree, like get the route tree going and all that. That's the problem with most high school athletes. That's the most with most high school receivers. Their route tree is super limited because they're not asked to do a whole lot.
Especially this program he was at Stranahan.
Right.
No offense, Stranahan. I know we got a lot of listeners from Miami, Stranahan. But but develop him a little bit better. Yeah, he I don't care. Put us on the schedule. We'll play. Hakeem is like he was out of shape when he got to Florida State.
He was really out of
A little bit heavy. He looked a little bit slow.
He
but
looked-
he's
he looked bad in the
developed.
spring game.
He's developed. He's bought in, and then now like he blocks his butt off. He blocks his butt off. Like he has the highest blocking grade.
Blaze Neely.
Yeah, he has the highest blocking grade according to like PFF, which again is not the end all be all, but it is like a barometer of like who can do what. And so they reward him with like a little quick screen like that, and he takes it to the house. I think this isn't like a ha at you. It's
Right.
like a development, buying in.
Yeah.
That looks good.
That
That
I
will
can
continue
handle.
to play.
Yeah. Right. That I can handle.
Yeah, he's also like 6'4", like 210,
Right. Right.
running 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, he was about
off like-
245 last time I saw him.
Yeah, he was heavy. he was a little heavy.
Well,
he looked really
well-
bad going
well,
through
like
like
me, but 6'4". That ain't good.
he looked really bad going through like conditioning drills.
He
That's
did.
okay.
But to his credit,
Yeah.
and to the staff at Florida State's credit, that right there was a legitimate 210.
Yes, sir.
And he looked legitimately fast there.
Yeah, no.
Like I said, I mean, 20 miles per hour is around a 4.55, and that's flying,
Absolutely.
especially at 6'4", 210, 215. Like,
Yeah, he's a
come
big
on.
body kid.
Yeah, like that's. I know people say 4.55. Oh my God, everybody.
Oh, they
runs
they
that.
were
No,
like
they don't.
frown. They like roll their nose up
No,
at 4.55.
they don't.
All right.
Especially
No.
not 6'4".
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
that's not a normal 40 time for normal human beings. That's not even really a normal 40 time for most 6'4" receivers in the world. No. Calvin Johnson? Okay.
DK Metcalf
All right.
4.37.
How many other ones? There ain't many.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're good.
That's all I had on Florida State. I just
Yeah.
wanted to, I throw that in there. I saw that. I was like, gotta touch on it. Yeah, move us on.
We've got a few things we can talk about, or we can just call it a day. We got NFL talk.
We're going to talk about the NFL.
We do gotta talk a little country club too.
We're talking about the
I
country
played
club
there
real quick.
today.
Did you play there today?
I
Tell
did
us about
play
the
there
country
today.
club, Justin.
Man, I'd say it's been the first time I've been there in about 6 months.
Probably, yeah.
I like the changes they're making.
They're working.
Yeah, you can see some improvement putting in. The greens were rolling well.
They're slow right now. They've let them grow a touch.
But they rolled
But they're
true.
smooth.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they're
rolled true.
Yeah.
But man, I enjoyed being out there and had great company.
That's always a good time.
But yeah, really
Did
enjoyed.
you eat any food? You didn't eat any food, did you?
I did not eat the food, but I see they're redoing like a roof out there. There's a lot of improvement going into that place. So
There is.
really enjoyed it. Go out there and see those guys. Get a round in. Fairly priced for what it was, and I lost about $25 on golf balls out there. So go find those.
There you go. There you go. If you need a membership, give Dave Mel a call, 752-2266, or just go to the restaurant, eat some food from Johnny or whoever's cooking at the time. There's a couple of people back there that cook. Johnny's just my personal favorite because that man knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Yes, he does.
I can't wait. I'm playing. Me and Shane are playing in a tournament there this weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
I was about to ask if you were.
Yeah, we are. Can't wait. I'm really excited about it actually. So that means we're going to shoot 97 and 94. So
I love it.
Can't wait.
Love it.
Going to be a good time.
No doubt.
All right, NFL.
All right. Let's start here. Let's start with Philly because Philly hasn't looked great all season. They haven't been able to score touchdowns. They've been kicking a ton of field goals.
Yeah.
They lost this week.
Stupid Jake Elliott.
Yeah, I know.
I started him this week. I didn't start Justin Tucker because who the number one
yeah.
kicker in the league was going into the week was Josh Elliott.
Yeah.
So
By a lot too.
right. So I finally benched Justin Tucker. I finally started Jake Elliott, and
Mistake.
it cost me the win.
Why did they throw the pass? The pick, was it a pick six?
I don't know. It
Did you guys not watch the game?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was a pick.
They had the lead.
Yeah.
No, they tackled him at like the
Yeah, he didn't score,
10.
but it was
Yeah.
Awful.
yeah.
And it
it
was,
was basically the game.
A horrendous ball.
it was a horrendous.
It was so bad.
Horrendous pass.
Yeah.
It was like, here, take this. We don't
Yeah.
want to win. I thought that was not a great play call.
I
number
didn't know
one.
why they called that play because they didn't look. He didn't look sharp pretty much all game.
No.
No, I agree. I are we cool on the Eagles? Do we think they're still a legitimate contender?
Yes,
Yes.
I think they're a contender. Yeah. They're not invincible.
I think they better. Well, the only other team that's going to give them a run on that side of the ball or that side of the NFL is the 49ers probably.
Nah, we got to talk about the Lions.
Bro.
The Lions are in that
It's
conversation.
a great day to be a Lions
It's a
fan.
great day to be online. They are.
They're in that conversation.
They're in that conversation.
They play enough defense, and their offense is legitimate. Like they are good on offense.
Yeah, I feel like the 49ers are just a step above.
No,
Just a step above.
I still think the 49ers are the class.
Is Deebo Samuel dead?
So weird.
Like, why is he on the field if you're like,
I don't know the answers to your questions.
I don't know.
he's on my fantasy team, as you can tell.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. Debo's always been a mystery to me. I don't know.
He's a running back.
Yeah, but he's a pretty good receiver too.
I mean,
I don't know.
He's supposed to be.
The
supposed to be,
49ers on that side. I still think the Eagles are the team to beat, though. I mean,
They are.
Oh, they're the team. I think the Niners.
I do too. I'm with Joey. I think the Niners
Best
are
coach in the
team to
game.
beat.
That's why
You're
for
not
me.
wrong.
Yeah, Shanahan. Yeah, Shanahan.
That's why for me.
you know,
They play tough defense too. I know they didn't just
So
recently.
does Philly
but
though.
Yeah.
Philly, I love their defense too.
Yeah, I mean,
They got a
like
bunch of Bulldogs.
I think the
I'll
NFC.
say they're-
Yeah,
the
the
Philadelphia Bulldogs.
I think the NFC is going to be fun. Like I really do because you got the three teams that are really really good, and then you got some teams that could possibly make some noise.
What are those teams?
Yeah, I was trying to think of them off the top of my head,
There is
and
not one.
it didn't work.
Clearly, the Bears.
I mean,
To me,
Seahawks.
it's the Eagles, the
Bears.
49ers, and if you want to talk about a team that can make some noise, it's the Lions.
Lions. Yep. I agree.
no Bucks,
No.
no Falcons.
No.
Stop it.
Cut it out.
Arthur Smith is the worst.
Stop.
Falcons fans aren't even
Get some
Falcons
help.
fans.
Is anyone going to give the Titans 2 third-rounders to rent Derrick Henry? No,
No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't. If I'm a team, I would not.
So, no overreaction from you on Brock Purdy. Kind of had a rough game.
No, I still think Brock Purdy's really good.
I do too. I think the weather was
Yeah.
just kind of crappy, and he was
Yeah,
they
a
were-
weird situation.
Yeah.
Just a situation. I don't think it's an indictment to Brock Purdy.
I'll buy that too.
It's
I don't think he's a MVP. I think we can put that to bed.
the NFL season is a long season.
And every-
Correct.
I mean, it's
And
a
it's
very
crazy.
long season.
It's
It's
crazy how
crazy.
things change from week to week too.
People
And
don't realize
you're
what
gonna
you're
have
just saying.
ups and downs. Like it's a long season.
It is.
Cameron wants to know my thoughts on Carson Beck. This is a family show.
That bad? Doug Pillar's with you. Doug Peeler is the Vandergrift guy.
Yeah.
So is
This is
Joey
a family show, Cameron. Text you later.
Start Brock Vandergriff, and you got a chance to be national champions again. Carson Beck does not have that chance. So,
He misses way too many wide open throws. That's not NFL, but
Do we?
nor will it ever be.
Is there anything else NFL? Oh, I don't. I'm not trying to derail it. I'm just going off the next show note, which is also college football.
What's the next show note?
No, I added it in there. Is there anything like what Colorado did with Travis Hunter? 157 snaps in altitude after a liver injury. Like, we're cool with that. Like, that's normal.
that's
Yeah, that was a little strange.
insane. Side note,
It's
you've got
bizarre
watch,
to me.
You've got to watch the
Oh, I've seen it.
SNL.
Oh,
So funny.
God.
So funny.
Great-
So funny.
That's the best. What?
I
at
didn't
me.
see it. I gotta
Look
go
at
watch
me.
it.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Come on. Look at me.
Well, that,
Do I?
There's
Does
them.
it look like
There's them.
Kyle?
Yep, them too.
Yeah, them too. Look at me.
Nah, look that up, sitters. If you have not seen the SNL
That's
Colorado
too
bit.
many snaps, though.
No, that's
is
is
the
that the
first thing
same
back,
injury that Travis Kuhn had back in the day? Kuhn, you watched Front Porch Sitting?
Nah, I don't think so.
Man, Travis
I don't
Kuhn in
think
high
so.
school literally had his Jerome Carter hit him in practice. Travis Kuhn's one of the toughest people I know because he literally got up and ran the exact same play and took another hit. Insane. But 2 weeks later, he wasn't playing football.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not 157 snaps.
I said
wild.
from, I've said
That's
from
crazy,
Jump
man.
Street, you can't run out there and in legitimate college football at a Power 5 program.
No.
You can't run out there 120 snaps a game. You can't. You
No.
physically can't do. I don't care how great of shape you're in. I don't care how great of an athlete you are. None of that matters to me. Eventually, your body breaks
gonna break down.
and it's already happened. Was it a fluke? Sure. Is it going to happen again if you run him out there for 3 or 4 more games? of
Something
this?
is.
Yes.
Yeah, something is.
To me,
Yes.
what's crazy as
doing
coaches,
the kid an injustice, Dion.
damn right. So as coaches, we know this. Like, we've been in charge of like subbing and personnel and pitch counts and all these things. You have to protect the
have to be the
player
adult.
from themselves.
Yeah, you got to be the adult.
Because they're not going to pull themselves out of the game if they're
Never.
a competitor.
If they're a
or
dog.
the dog.
Yeah.
Like, and he is that.
He is that. 100% is that.
He's a freaking dog.
Yes.
They're not
That's
going to
why
pull
he's got the
themselves-
D on his chest.
Dogs, will- like, literally, yeah, that's the dumbest thing ever.
It's pretty stupid. It's pretty dumb.
Dogs, like animals, like an actual animal, will run itself to death. Its heart will explode, chasing like hunting dogs. Will chase deer till their heart explode and they die. Adults, owners have to take care of them and make that decision for them because they're not capable. Pitchers, you're a pitcher. You would literally, if a coach came to you and said, "Hey, how you feel?" Great.
Every time.
Yeah, that's changing though.
That yeah.
I mean,
well,
I mean,
well,
yeah,
That's
but
another
because,
soapbox we can get on later.
because yeah. But like when you have a true
Yeah,
dog,
when you got a dog.
on the bump,
Yeah, he ain't
I'm
coming
not
out.
coming out.
Yeah,
But as the coach, you're like, man, we're too much right now. Like you're coming out. Like whether you want to or not, I know you want to finish it, and I appreciate it and I respect it. But like I have to protect you from you.
Right.
here's
They're
the
not
thing.
doing that in Colorado
and
right now.
Here's the thing.
It's hard when I'm sure you're fixing to make an excellent point, but these days, in this day in the world, it is so hard when you do find that dog to rein them back. Like it is hard because you want that. Like that's what I want. Any
Absolutely.
person listen. Josh Farnold last year was a dog. He wanted the ball every chance he got it, and every time he went out there, he's like, "Hey, what's my pitch count tonight? Can I go blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Brother, no, you're not doing that." We're like, "No, 88 pitches going into the 6th." Like in a game that really doesn't mean much. Hey, I'm going back out for the 6th, right? Nope. You're not. You're not. You're just not.
Yeah.
We're up 6-0 in a game that really doesn't mean anything. We're going to close the door anyways. No.
Yeah.
You're not. But it's nice to have somebody that wants the freaking ball. It's nice to have Travis Hunter who wants to play both sides.
Absolutely.
And he's really good at both sides of the
He
ball.
is.
And he's better than who will come in to replace him.
100% is.
And
But-
I get it.
But if you don't have him for either side of the ball, what does it matter?
What are you going to do? And that's the thing. The college football, those guys are different.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
they are big boys. Power 5 football. They are even the soft teams. They're hammering each other.
Yes.
Your body, the human body, cannot take that.
Can't.
It's going to break down. And here's the thing: Dion himself could have, he wouldn't have done that himself because he understood Prime has always been, and I love Prime. Prime's one of my favorite players of all time.
Right.
But he also knew the business, and he still understands the business. He wouldn't have allowed himself to do that.
Right.
Why is he doing it to that kid?
He's the definition of when you hear a kid say or an announcer say they're making a business decision, that came from Deion Sanders.
Right.
He was the one that wouldn't tackle as a corner.
Yeah.
I'm making a business decision.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
You don't
it.
pay me to tackle.
I'm not
I think
doing
he said,
it.
he said
He did.
exactly
He
that.
said
You don't pay me to tackle.
He literally said, "You don't pay me to tackle." Again, not mad at it because it worked out just fine.
Right.
His family eats well. His mother eats well. They're all taken care of because of his decisions that he made. But we have Travis Hunter out here playing 140 snaps, 150 snaps, 120 snaps, whatever. Like it's wild to me. It's so wild to me. It really is like. I'm not saying that. No, I'm not going to go that far, but it's crazy to me. It really is crazy. To
I
me.
agree. I like I said, I said that after game one. Like, it's fun to watch him. I love watching the dude play football.
So good.
He's so good. He's so much fun to watch.
And he's a competitor. He's a freaking dog.
Which you don't see him as much anymore. You love it,
100% agree.
but stupid.
But, and I'm going to watch it every time he's on
Of course.
because I enjoy watching him play.
He's so good.
But you're doing the kid a disservice by making him play, not making him, but allowing him to play both sides of the ball for 140 snaps a game. It's not, like I said, it's just not realistic for your body to hold up to that. It's not. Even if he's playing not like super contact positions like receiver and DB, or corner, you can avoid contact in both of those positions. Like, he's not playing running back and linebacker.
Right. Or center and nose guard.
Right. But it's still 140 snaps a game. You're getting no breaks.
He's around the ball
Yes.
on
All the
defense constantly.
Yes.
Which you again love it.
Right.
JT said a lot. Like, and I'm good with like cashing out after this.
Yeah.
I think people fail to realize unless you've been on, and I'm fortunate to be in that situation, and as you are, and you have to, and unless you've been on the sideline and you've walked in the same steps as those Division I athletes have walked, you don't really know how big they are.
Yeah.
And it's hard to fathom. Like, I know a big guy when I see one,
It's different.
but do you know like 85 big ones when you see him? Like, because like it's crazy, and how fast they can move, and it's different. Like, it's totally different. So even in the stands, if you go to a game, you're like, man, that's a big guy. But when you stand next to him,
It's
and
a
you're like,
different world.
it's wild. And so that's what the kid's going against. Like, it's nuts to me. I don't want to go as far to say like he's being neglecting Travis Hunter's health. But at some point, like, you have to step in and say, like, I've got to protect you from you because you only have so much tread on the tires.
Right.
Here's the problem. Deion needs somebody to protect him from him as well. Like, he needs someone in his camp that he can trust, that can come to him and say,
Yeah.
hey, man, we got to rein this in. And I think the great coaches have that.
Yeah,
they have
they do.
that person that can come to them and say, hey, man, we're screwing this up. Or we need to look at this differently, or
Right.
we need to think about
Yeah,
this.
maybe not we're screwing
And-
it up, but we just have to find a different
we gotta find a
view
different-
of this.
I don't think Deion has that, and I think Deion's too prideful to have that. And until he humbles himself a little bit, he's
that?
never gonna be what he wants to be.
I agree.
Tremendous turnaround in Colorado. Like, I mean, they've won 3 games. They've increased their winning percentage by 300% or something.
Yeah.
But he still ain't there yet.
I think 85 snaps a game is like a lot for a defense, a lot for an offense. This kid is averaging like 120.
I think it's more than that.
I'm going modest.
Yeah,
at 120.
but 120 is still ridiculous high.
That's crazy. He's not playing at Jackson State anymore.
Right. And that's why I said Power 5. Like, at Jackson State, you can probably get away with that a little bit more. You're not taking it. First of all, they're not throwing to your side of the field. So,
Yeah, they're staying away
so
from
you,
me.
So you may be running with a receiver, but you're not
those
tackling
are
anybody.
running reps.
Yeah, exactly. At receiver, I mean, how many people are really tattooing you when
Yeah,
you're at
you're
Jackson
not
State?
getting like fitted up solid.
Nah. So,
He is right now.
but yeah, at Colorado, even though, I mean,
He don't even really get hit that
Are we
hard.
also going to call out the fact that at Jackson State, even though they went 12, they weren't even in like they didn't make the playoffs because they played nobody.
right.
Like, I mean,
They weren't good.
they They basically,
When they played a real team, they got absolutely
Played middle
exposed.
school teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got destroyed.
like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So
Let's be honest.
I'm
All
good.
right.
I'm good.
Yep, I'm out.
That's going to be it for Night Sitters. This has been Tyler Rolfe along with Joey Edge, Chris Martinez, and JT Clark. We are Front Porch Sitting. Catch you next time, Sitters.